Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake Smith here and welcome to Golden Memories. Oh, got a visitor. Ralph is here. Say hi, Ralph. All right, okay. Well, we are still under quarantine, but we're gonna have some fun today. We're taking a look at some of the best Mattel figures ever. I don't know if you guys know this, but 2020 is the 10-year anniversary of Mattel getting the WWE license. We've gotten a lot of incredible figures over the last 10 years. They actually have a decade of domination. We're getting like 2000s era figures. I'm really excited for a redheaded Natalya by Mattel. Beth Phoenix, I think, is in the second wave in her green gear, so it'll be exciting. Oh, Daddy's working. All right, okay guys, let's get into it. All right, so I, have a million favorite figures, so I look to you guys on Twitter and Instagram at Jake Not Jacob Smith on Instagram and Jake Isn't Jacob on Twitter to find out what some of your favorite figures are, because I wanted to keep this impartial because I'd probably pick all Bella's figures or that upcoming amazing China figure that I can't wait to get my hands on. I am pissed the pre-order was delayed. Anyway, let's get into it. Here's some of what you guys said. I got an overwhelming amount of people saying this is one of their favorite figures. It is Basic Series 8 Maryse, which is pretty amazing. Early on, Mattel actually came out of the gate pretty hot with the women figures. Jax, was few and far between at the beginning. There were probably like months of spams that we didn't get any women figures from them. Ralph. So there were like spans where we wouldn't get any figures by Jax specific for a long time, but Mattel was really great about getting women out right away. Beth Phoenix was in their first Battle Pack series along with Santino Marella, and it was a really impressive debut for women. What was also really cool is in the beginning, the women were all very to scale. I mean, there's been a few hiccups here and there with Mattel, but I'm not gonna lie, they've done a pretty good job of keeping that scale for a lot of figures. So this Maryse was a fan favorite for a lot of people. I think mainly because compared to the Jax Maryse, which had a deformed head and it was in a gear from a bikini contest, it was a big improvement. So she's in, I believe it's a less detailed version of her gear from WrestleMania 26. Her purple and gold gear she rocked that year. Ralph. Ugh. Bad. It's from a 2009 era as Divas champion. She's got her look on her face, like that hair flip look. People like it. Even has her hand pose. It's got her tattoo on her, which a lot of people are really surprised to see. I don't know if you'd find that now on a lot of basic figures. They do a little less detail on them, but this was a really impressive first figure from Mattel as Maryse. A lot of people really love this. It's one of my personal favorites as well. Even though Mattel was producing a lot of female figures, there was a while where we weren't really getting any in the Elite line, and it was a little frustrating. We would get a lot of the guys, which is cool or whatever, but the women were not getting the Elite treatment. I believe Mattel said there's not really a demand for them at the time. Hello, talk to the Divas fans. But they finally let our dreams come true. And the first Elite woman, and a lot of you guys love this figure, was Kelly Kelly. This Kelly Kelly was so cool. It came with this soft goods removable jacket that she wore. This is from Night of Champions 2011. It was a really awesome figure. And for Divas fans, this was a really significant moment because it was the start of seeing women in the Elite line. Now, of course, we get so many women. We have a lot of really awesome women figures coming out. Sometimes we even get two variants of a woman in a line. Naomi has a variant coming out. Nikki Bella was a variant a few months ago. And I love that Kelly Kelly was the first woman to get the Elite treatment, because at that time she was definitely the it girl. She was the most popular girl, so she only made sense. And from there we got so many more incredible female Elite figures. So the next person you guys picked was Elite Series 19, Miss Elizabeth. Like we said, the women weren't getting a lot of Elite figures, but Liz was one of the early ones that they did do, and she was a shock. I think she was one of those people that we never thought we'd see Mattel make. So when she showed up as one of the reveals, everyone was shocked. She's in that classic white look that we all know from that photo shoot, and it captures her likeness so well. It really did her justice. I mean, before that, we had an LGN of her a few years ago. And then we also had that WCW Miss Elizabeth. I don't know if any of you guys had it. It had like a leather madness dress in the WCW line. I used it as the cat with my action figures because it was so small. But this Liz was really awesome. Excellent tribute to her. It was classy. It was everything. It was grace. It was just like her. And I know a lot of you fans really love it, especially the old school fans. Now we're seeing more of those old school women being made, which is awesome. Sensational Sherry has a figure, of course. Alundra Blaze, Wendy Richter just came out with the figure. So I'm excited to see like more of those classic women be made. I don't know if you guys want to see what to say in the comments below. There's so many possibilities. Maybe Cyndi Lauper would be really cool. I don't know if they could get the rights to her. But, you know, a lot of women from that era haven't been made. Ooh, make Luna also, please. But yeah, this Miss Elizabeth was a big surprise for a lot of fans and one of my personal favorites. So the next figure you guys picked is another Elite figure. It is Carmella's Network Spotlight action figure. And we weren't even sure if we were gonna get this figure because like the Network Spotlight line was kind of like up in the air at the time. It was when Toys R Us were closing. But we got Carmella and she's awesome. She's in her Money in the Bank 2017 gear, probably one of her most iconic looks. It's got the briefcase, it's got the hat, it's got the chain, and it's got this money print attire, which is one of my personal favorites of her. Mela is money. It's even got like the leopard print stripe down the side of her pants. The women have been increasingly more detailed as they've gone along. I love this Carmella figure. It's fantastic. So if you don't have it, look on eBay. There's a few like going for like a moderate price range. This one is a pretty new figure, but it is Natalya from Elite Series 74. A lot of you guys said this is one of your favorites, and I can't disagree. The detail on this is insane. It looks just like her. It's got her removable entrance gear. It had her cat ears, well mine did anyway. As I was filming this, my dog ate it. So I have half a cat ear. Thanks, Ralph. But this Natalya is awesome. It captures her likeness. And you know, for someone who's been there that long, it took a really long time for her to get an Elite figure. This is her first. Of course, she has a second one coming out, that Decade of Domination set I mentioned earlier. But I think this is probably one of the best figures, not just women, not just Natalya, all of Mattel's figures. This is definitely one of their best. And if it's not in your collection, get it right now. It's hands down one of her best figures. And the final figures I'm going to highlight are actually a 2-pack. Got a lot of requests for this one, and I was actually really happy that I did because it's one of my personal favorites. It's the Trish Stratus and Lita Battle Pack 64 from Evolution. My friend Joe, who does the graphics for my podcast, actually designed the logos for Trish and Lita on these action figures. So I'm very happy for him that he had this moment to see his work immortalized on action figure form as well. These are incredible likenesses of Trish and Lita from this decade. I actually was a little peeved at first that they were basic style because they were in battle packs, but I don't even notice because I love these so much. The detail on the tires, like all the fishnet detail is there. All of Lita's tattoos are actually like a really good likeness and they did an excellent job capturing those. For Evolution, it was such an incredible pay-per-view. It was an incredible moment for women's wrestling fans, and these action figures are like a perfect representation of how perfect that show was. If you're a women's wrestling fan in general, like even if you don't collect figures, get these. These are a must-have. They're beautiful, they're perfect, and I adore them. All right, guys, it's time for my favorite part of the show. Doug, my husband, is back. And we're gonna do a fun game today. Doug just got home from work. He's an essential worker and he's pissed that I'm making him do this. So wait, Doug is like pissed about doing this, but then like last time I had my friend Jackie on and he was like, why didn't you ask me? What? Well, he's really pissing me off today, Doug. So, I love you though. All right, yeah, you can sit there. He's got to get out.
Do you want us to start over?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's raw, so it's real raw and inspiring. Since the theme of this episode is the best Mattel figures over the last 10 years, it's 10 years since Mattel had the WWE license to make the action figures.
Okay.
He doesn't. But he should, because that's where our money's going. So today what we're doing is I'm showing you some of the worst Mattel action figures, and you're gonna have to try to guess who they are. I'm pretty sure you know who all these people are, or you've seen them at least, or I've shown you them, But yeah, so you're gonna guess and we're gonna go from there.
All right.
So this is your first person.
I have no idea.
It's not a very good likeness of them.
No.
What are your thoughts on this action figure?
Very strong.
Strong.
It's sad that they gave her like these like love handles.
Oh no, they did.
Yeah.
Do you want to venture a guess at all who you think it is though?
No, well,
Okay. Well, this is Rosa Mendez.
is that the pregnant one?
She had a
That's
baby. Yeah,
pregnant?
she was on Total Divas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, but that is the best they could do for her. This is her only action figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
Ooh. Is it that one that dresses up as like the Mortal Kombat people?
Zelina?
Zelina?
No, it's not Zelina
Well, it
Vega.
looks like a Mortal Kombat outfit.
I see Michael Jackson in the face. No, it's Layla.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have known what she really looks like.
Don't.
Her hair's not like, has it ever been black?
Not that black. No, it's been darker before, but like it's usually like she had it like blonde. Or she's gone through a few different looks. But yeah, a lot of people like this action figure. I don't. I don't think it looks like her at all, and I don't get this weird cutout. Is weird. I don't know. It's not my favorite, and that's the only one they made of her in Mattel, which is unfortunate. So.
Ooh. Wait, is that, oh my god, I can't think of it. That's the announcer.
Oh, you actually got it. Yeah, it's Renee Young. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the face is terrifying on this one.
I did not, yeah.
I'm just gonna like haunt you with this face. Who do you think this is?
Mandy Rose? No, I don't know.
No, it is not Mandy Rose. That is Trish Stratus.
That doesn't look like her.
That's what I said. A lot of people like this figure.
Okay, I
too.
see it now. I see it now. A little bit. A little bit.
See it. I don't see
Those
it.
boulder shoulders, though.
So this is from like the basic line where they don't put as much like articulation in them, so it's just like this weird like man muscle thing. And like they're so lazy, like look, there's like a bra mold, but like they just like painted it over it. This is supposed to be here at WrestleMania 18, and it's just like very not well done.
Whoa. Now that is a man's face. That is, well, I know it's Carmella, but never would have gotten that if it wasn't
For the year, yeah.
and the symbol.
Yes,
or whatever.
correct. It's Carmella.
Was that the best picture you found?
The picture of her from her like Instagram stories. Dem hairs is out of control. This is horrid. Poor Carmella. Fortunately, we highlighted one of her better action figures before on the show. This one's not it. Thank you for stopping in and.
No problem.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. You can find me at Jake Isn't Jacob on Twitter and Jake Not Jacob Smith on Instagram, and occasionally popping on other Ring the Belle stuff. So yeah, all right, thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, stay home. See you soon.